We're at 119 pounds after all that excitement. That's Robbie Preston, ranked #1 in the country at 119 pounds. A 3-time national prep champ from Blair Academy in Blairstown, New Jersey. He's up against Michael Sees from Shikellamy High School in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Twice a state runner-up in Pennsylvania, and that's a tremendous state to be second in. With a 41-2 record this year, both boys very, very strong wrestlers.
Here we are with Preston and Sees. Preston ranked 5th in the country at 125, of course competing here at 119. Sees ranked 8th in this weight class. Ken, this is one of the matchups we were looking forward to. Preston, a control wrestler, tends to slow his opponents down, and Sees a wide open style, having scored 14, 10, and 14 in his last 3 matches.
Yeah, Sees lets it fly. He's got a powerful duck under the left arm. Let's see if he hits it here. That was a nice inside trip effort. He showed it though. He did it after the whistle. He showed his trip, which one a good idea. Interesting contrast in body styles. Preston being a lean, lanky wrestler, Sees powerful.
Well, it's interesting. Preston wrestled 125 all year except for a match or two so he could qualify at this weight class for the Nationals. A superior wrestler. He was the champ at the Ironman, and right to his back.
An inside trip there, Ken.
Very good inside trip. He changed levels. He's getting back points. He followed up nicely to make sure he got back points off of it, too. He's already guaranteed 2 back points. He's trying to convert it into 3 back points, and he's got it. Oh, let's see if Shikellamy, Mike Sees can scramble and get a reversal, and he's going to get an escape for that, probably.
Exactly, 4-1. 4-1 with the escape. And as we go back to the center with 1:02 to go in the first period.
Beautiful inside trip. Just after he showed it, I said it wasn't a good idea. He went back to it. So he's obviously money with the inside trip, as was last year's teammate Zach Esposito, who wrestled in this tournament, dominated and won, and went to Oklahoma State and had a sensational freshman year. Zach Esposito is one of the most dominant inside trippers I've seen in the country at any level, and it's obviously carried over into the Blair Wrestling program, and Robbie Preston is good at it.
Now, interestingly, Brian, these two having not met before, you know, one from Pennsylvania, one out there in New Jersey, you'd have thought they would have seen one another, but coaches tell us they have not wrestled before.
Especially considering these boys have had long careers well before high school started, and you would have thought seen each other sometime during that long trail.
Now, they both have made their commitments. As we take a look here, Preston tried to score. He's under both arms.
He's doing a wonderful job, a cement job in here. He's going to get a takedown. I don't think he's going to get back points, but he is. He's bullying him over. Nope. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got a set
arm. And a recovery by Sees. Oh, what a recovery. 2-1. We did see
wrestling.
a takedown and an escape.
And that'll be the score at the end of the first period. A very action-oriented first period that ends 6-2 in favor of Robbie Preston.
Here's the replay. Robbie Preston's trying to crank him over with the cement job, and Mike Sees does a good job of showing flexibility and power in facing off and scrambling out of this here. He recovers his base, and we're not going to see that part.
And back to live action. We're underway in the second period. Again, the 4-point lead for Preston from Blair.
Preston, a sensational student, 4.6 at Blair, which is a very, very tough private school, going to Harvard. And I'm sure will be yet another element in a team that's getting very strong in that East Coast area.
Yeah, a lot of those teams out east are improving, and Harvard one of those.
Indeed, Ivy Wrestling is on the move. Harvard, Penn, Cornell, Columbia, they're all improving steadily. And that's great for our sport. We want that. Wrestling teaches kids to work hard in school and on the mats, and we want kids aspiring to go to the Ivy League schools.
Now on that escape we watched a few moments ago, the 7-2 lead now for Preston. We get a stoppage, I'm not sure here.
Oh, I don't.
He signaled a point. His back was to us. I don't know if he grabbed a singlet or a headgear or what it was, but we get a point for red. Apparently a penalty against Preston of some sort.
I didn't see it either, Todd. I don't know what happened there.
Couldn't have grabbed a headgear because Sees isn't wearing one, I guess, but some sort of a penalty. Now, Sees also has committed to Bloomsburg, Ken. That's where he'll be attending, I guess.
Yes. Nice counter by Preston. Let's see if he can extend him and score here. Again, look for Sees to try to duck out of that. He's got a shifty duck. Of course, Preston's aware of that. He's clamping hard. You can see Preston's keeping his left arm very tight.
We're down to 40 seconds to go with the 7-3 score here at 119.
A lot of action in this match. This is the way wrestling should be done. Both guys going after it, mixing it up. Preston's hanging out. Cease is forcing the action. Nice front headlock, inside trip. Good counter. He ducks back. There's the bear hug. He couldn't get his hips under him and secure that bear hug tight. He's jacking him up now.
Well, Preston has to be careful. We saw in the last match, as you said, Thomas said he might have been wrestling to just protect that 9-2 lead.
Indeed.
And it ended up costing him a fall in the match and the title. And Preston's got to be wary of exactly the same situation.
Well, we've seen Cease wrestle all this tournament. A 4-point lead is not safe whatsoever against Mike Cease. He can come back at any moment.
Right, Preston's got to keep wrestling. Cease is really good upper body. Preston needs to stay on the attack and use his offense.
Well, Cease has scored 14, 10, and 14 points in his last 3 bouts, so we know he can score.
Robbie Preston's coaches are encouraging him to keep him down to begin the third period. Let's see if he follows instructions. But Cease is bullying himself to his feet. He's strong. Preston's still trying. Solomon Fleckman, the Blair coach, is telling him to drive off his feet, get a wrist. And meanwhile, Cease is trying to keep his base and power to his feet.
Lots of time left here in the third, 140 and counting down, but Preston controlling him right now on the mat. Now, hand control there was what I think allowed Cease to get away there, wouldn't you say, Ken?
Preston still was able to ride him for a precious 30 seconds, which was time well spent for Robbie Preston, wearing him down.
But a 3-point match now as they're on their feet with 1:20 to go.
You can look for Cease to try to force some flurries here.
Right, absent back points, he's got to get 2 takedowns here to keep this match going.
Preston, however, was
Going for the dump there. Now he's going for the sucker drag. And he looks like he's got it.
He's close.
They gave him the 2. He can almost come back out front now. He's good. He's trying to get back out front and give him the escape. Oh, he got careless. He's got to get his hips up.
Just give him the 1, right? Just
He's
push
giving
up.
him
There
one.
it
That's
is.
what he was trying to do.
And that makes it 8-6, and now the second takedown will tie it.
Oh, yes. We
51 seconds to go on this fresh start.
This has been a great match.
And we anticipated that. That's what we were hoping for here at 119, and we've got it.
Yes, sir. And it's interesting. Cease's strength has been tough on Preston, but the inside trip for Preston's been the big key difference in the match.
Preston able to tie up the arm there with a Russian of sorts. And we get a stalling call that the crowd does not like at all.
Stalling
against
on
Cease.
Cease.
Against Cease. Yes, the referee felt that his back was to the edge, but the crowd certainly did not agree with that.
Beautiful arm drag, butt slide. And a quick 2 also. A quick 2.
We've got 15 seconds to go. We are tied at 8.
Preston's got to score here and he wins. It's 8-8, 10 seconds to go.
Cease hoping for a stalemate maybe here.
Yeah, it's his only hope. Preston's got to shake him and get out of there.
5.
I don't think Cease is going to let go. He'll hold on to
3,
something.
1, overtime.
We are going to... Oh, man.
The referee says 1 after the towel man was all the way back to his table almost. I don't know what's going to happen here. You can hear the crowd. They do not agree. Oh. We're in overtime.
This referee has not been real easy to read in terms of signals. I don't like his hand motion. And Preston
And Preston wins it. And you know what? Cease didn't even know he was going to overtime. Now Preston's going to win the match. He's allowed to work for the fall here in the overtime. But I'm going to tell you, the referee, I never saw him communicate with the scorer's table or the wrestlers. But we don't want to take away from the moment. The winner of the match, Preston, earned it here in overtime. Some controversy. But the Blair wrestler, Robbie Preston, your national champion, 13-8 win at 119 pounds.